Congratulations. Obviously quite a hard-fought victory in the end, but you're quite pleased with what you did out there?
Yeah, pretty pleased. I was just saying just then, there were a lot of new connections out there on the pitch, new relationships, and I think in that sense you've got to be patient. You've got to be able to feel out the game, and I think we did that for the vast majority of the first 45 minutes. Ultimately, I think there could have been a greater cutting edge, I think, in that final third when we did create the chances. But again, like I said, a lot of new connections, a clean sheet, so I'm fairly happy, to be honest.
Yeah, this is obviously hopefully the type of game that will be beneficial in the long run, because you've got a lot of, like you said, new connections out there against quite a tough opponent in Ghana who definitely didn't make it easy for you, right?
Definitely. I think this was the first time we've played Ghana actually in our history. So when you look at that, a strong team, physical, but also pretty tidy, and it was a good game today. Hard fought.
There were some dissenting voices after the China match, not against the England performance, but about the kind of like the big drop off in the ease with which you absolutely destroyed them. Today you played a 67th ranked team in the world, and they were fantastic. So it does show the depth, doesn't it, now globally of women's football?
Yeah, I think ultimately when you look at the bigger picture of women's football in general, you want to see competition. You want to see, I think, even at a World Cup, like the level being pushed. And you want it to be an exciting game for the fans. You know, like we've come here to Southampton. We don't play South too often, and we've put on a good game for them. So hopefully they enjoyed it. But I think we also did too. Being able to play against a varied opponent, that was a tough one.
Obviously, there's been a lot of changes in the squad, but you managed to nullify the Ghana attack. 3 shots and 1 on target. What have you been working on to have such a clinical approach to the game?
So you're obviously aware that Serena and our assistant coaches are Dutch. I think it was like Johan Cruyff that said like attack is the best form of defence. I wouldn't say that's necessarily something that we've been thinking about, but when you look at the way we attack with intensity, and if you've got the ball, then the opposition can't score, can they? So I think it's a credit to our forwards, but likewise credit to what we've been working on in terms of keeping them in, really suffocating the opposition, and being happy to play 1v1, knowing that we can win those duels as well.
And there was a slight switch in your build-up play from going from 2 to 3 at the back in the second half. What was the reason for that?
I think we always have to be fluid. We've got multiple different players who are comfortable in different areas. Obviously, you know Lucy, she's someone that is really comfortable up high on the pitch, and we want to be able to utilise her, creating overloads on that right side. And likewise, I'm comfortable in the middle, being able to play those longer passes. So I think it's just about being fluid, being unpredictable, and ultimately, playing a game that is varied and ask questions of the opposition, really, as much as they ask questions of us.
And there were some really lovely scenes at the end of the game with lots of players swapping shirts.
Yeah, that was cool.
How brilliant was it to see that sort of end to a friendly, and how important is that to players and fans?
Talk about end, I think it was even happening during the game. I think Lucy got asked if she could follow someone on Instagram, and whether she could, the opposition could have her boots. So, I think when you play international friendlies, there's sort of an edge that allows for opportunity, allows for new players to come in. Anouk Denton, obviously getting her first cap for England is wonderful, but likewise then you've highlighted that sort of unity that we have in women's football, and I think it's quite unique for the game in general. We can beat opposition on the pitch, but I think there's also that feeling of wanting to share the joy that we have on the pitch. You know, like it's fun playing football. Why should we not want to share that and enjoy it?
So how self-affirming and joyous was those moments in those closing minutes, end of the year, and then you kind of have this real community feeling on the pitch at the end?
Yeah, I mean, even in the stands, you could see the Ghanaian fans were just absolutely loving it, and singing the whole time, even through the rain as it came down. I wouldn't say self-affirming. I would just say it's it's why we play football. You know, like ultimately, you want to win. When you do win, it's all the extra bits that come on top, like the cherries on top in that sense. So it was an enjoyable night tonight.